5. Start of repairs and exploration. The crew is in the dark on the bridge wondering what has happened. Ripley asks through the intercom from the engine room what happened. Parker replies that dust is in the engine and an electrical fire started. Brett states it's big. Parker fights the fire. According to the script markings, this scene is marked deleted, but in the production documentation, the scenes are marked as filmed between September 11 to 27, 1978. The dialogue between Bridge and Parker is slightly changed in the film compared to the script. The crew decides to go investigate the signal. In these scenes, several shots are longer that are shown in the movie. There are also a few scenes that are not shown in the movie. Dallas, Kane, and Lambert go to the airlock, all equipped, laser pistols included. Kane closes the inner door of the airlock. The trio put on their helmets. Dallas tries the intercom. Kane and Lambert answer. Dallas says, "Keep away from the weapons unless I say otherwise." In the movie, Ash dresses in his own blister, runs in place, and goes to his chair. This is not described in the script. Dallas orders to open the doors. The airlock opens. After landing on the surface, Dallas asks in which direction. Lambert directs. Ash says turning on the finder. Ash in his blister looks at the screens. Ash asks if there are any problems. Dallas and Lambert say that the climate weakens travel on the planetoid. On the planetoid, the trio advances. Lambert leads the group. The trio approaches a rock formation, near which the signal disappears. The trio goes to a rock formation to shelter from the storm. Kane notes from the storm around them that they are completely blind. Meanwhile, in the engine cubicle room, Parker and Brett are laser welding, Ripley rewiring the panels. Parker and Brett ask if they can join the expedition and if they will get the shares if something is found in the expedition. Ripley reminds them that the law guarantees their shares. Ripley goes to the bridge. The scene was originally supposed to be shown before the trio set off on a planetoid expedition. With this, Parker inquires if he can join the trip. When the scene has been moved to a later time, the lines have changed. In addition, the scene is presented shorter in the film. The trio is sheltered from the storm in a rock formation. Dallas asks Ash, "When does the sun rise?" Ash answers. Kane concludes that with the rising of the sun, they will see something again. Lambert says, "Or the other way around." Ash examines his equipment in the blister. The trio leave the shelter of the rock formation. The weather has changed so that the trio can see forward. The signal starts peaking again. 3 small figures advance in the landscape. There is approximately 4 minutes of film but unpublished material in total. 6. The derelict ship. The trio sees an unknown ship. The scene has a few lines more than what is seen in the movie. Dallas asks Ash if there are lights or movement on the derelict ship. Ash says that according to the system, there are no motion or lights detected on the ship. Dallas closes his receiver. Silence. Finally, Dallas says the ship seems quiet and they decide to approach the ship. Dallas adjusts the sound and picture. Ash no longer sees or hears Dallas. He inquires if Dallas can hear. There is a scene in the script where Ash edits a picture of a rock formation and notices a skeleton in it, 15 feet long. Ash zooms in on the picture. The scene is crossed out in the script, and there is no indication of its description in the production material. This is probably because at the beginning, the film's budget was not enough to film Space Jockey Chamber. That's why Space Jockey can be found in rock formation in script. With the additional budget, the realization of the Space Jockey Chamber became possible, and the finding of the Space Jockey in the rock formation was omitted from the film. The movement of the trio on the planetoid has been cut somewhat, especially all the scenes related to the enhancement of the weak signal has been cut out. This is important to the plot as it contributes to the explanation of why the Nostromo cannot hear the trio. Earlier, Ripley had started investigating the signal. The scene, which was filmed but not released, is where Ripley is still investigating the signal through the ECIU. In the background, she hears Dallas's voice over the speakers as Dallas describes what he sees around him. Several deleted scenes have been leaked to the public where the crew approaches the derelict ship and they climb up to the ship's entrance. There is no description of going inside the derelict ship and the dialogues, nor is there a description mark in the script. However, the video material proves their existence.
Some lamb roast left over.
All right.
All right, we have reached the entrance of the left part of the two entrances.
Dallas.
I can't see the end of what looks like a long...
Well, I think we should try it. If we've got this far, we must go on. I think we must go on.
All right, we're now proceeding.
In addition, the bone corridor scenes seen in the film have not been described in the script at all. Only their filming have been added separately. Based on the production notes, H.R. Giger's hieroglyph scene was test shot August 14th to 17th, 1978, and Ridley Scott was satisfied with the shots. Originally, the hieroglyph was located in the egg chamber, but its discovery was later associated with the bone corridor scene. In the end, Ridley Scott left out the entire hieroglyph scene as it would have spoiled future events in the film. With the additional budget, the entire Space Jockey chamber scene has been added to the film. Only the filming numbering is marked in the script notes. The Space Jockey is a really long sequence, lots of shots and scenes. In the film, the crew goes up to the platform where the Space Jockey is sitting. They explore the environment, notice a hole in the Space Jockey's chest. Scene also includes several dialogues. All this has not described in the script. Dallas shines a light on the Space Jockey chamber and sees an empty urn. Dallas also sees a device on the wall of the room where the needle moves in a groove. The trio concludes that it is an automatic recording that plays the signal. Dallas shuts down the device. When the trio find a hole in the floor, Dallas looks down the hole and provokes Kane to go down the hole. Kane agrees. Dallas places the tripod over the hole. Kane is tied to the wire on the tripod. Kane is ready to go down. Kane starts the winch and he begins to descend. The setting up of the tripod and the start of Kane's descent can be found in partially deleted scenes that have been leaked to the public.
I think we should go down it, yes?
Well, this is your big chance.
Huh? Well, I'm willing.
Be my guest.
Hey.
All right, be careful now. Kane, listen. Don't unhook yourself under any circumstances and be out of there in 10 minutes. You got that?
Yes, Scholar.
All right, come on.
Aye, aye,
Be
Captain.
careful.
Okay.
Here we go.
Scenes filmed but not published in the film are approximately 7 minutes long, including the scenes that have been leaked. Seven, egg chamber and Kane. As Kane descends into the egg chamber, Dallas asks Lambert, "How long until the sun sets?" Lambert says 20 minutes. Kane approaches the center of the room with oval-shaped leather-like objects, xeno eggs. Kane decides to look at one egg and tries to open it, but it won't open. Kane says he has a strange feeling to it. Dallas forbids Kane from trying to open the egg because no one knows what's inside. Kane turns to look at the other eggs and then back to the one he was examining earlier. It has turned transparent. The facehugger jumps on Kane's face. Kane falls back and tries to grab the creature. Some unreleased short videos of Kane approaching the xeno eggs and examining them have leaked to the public. In the space jockey chamber, Dallas and Lambert wonder what happened and question Kane. Kane doesn't answer. Dallas pulls on a wire that is loose. Dallas and Lambert wonder if Kane has detached himself from the rope. Dallas starts the motor of the winch, which begins to reel in the cable. After a while, the cable tightens and the winch starts pulling Kane. The cable pulls slowly. Dallas sees something moving below, until he sees Kane rising up. Dallas tells Lambert he's getting ready to catch Kane. Kane appears from the hole. Dallas notices something on Kane's face and warns Lambert about it. Lambert asks what it is. Kane is a lifeless creature on his face. Lambert, "Oh Jesus." Dallas, "Don't touch it." They lift the lifeless Kane out of the opening. The script describes how Dallas starts building travois to transport Kane at the entrance to the derelict ship. The scene has not been filmed. In the egg chamber scene, a blue laser light is added to the scene, which the production borrowed from the band The Who tested their lighting gear on the neighboring soundstage. The idea of the laser light in the movie is to wake up the xeno eggs when a guest arrives in the chamber. This is not described in the script. In total, filmed but unpublished material is estimated to be 3 minutes.
Just covering the eggs that react when broken. Hey. You all right? No, I'm okay. All right. I'm okay, I just slipped.